Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Danganronpa. I think we're headed to the gym to begin the trial. Let's just go through the clues, shall we? We know that there was evidence of a struggle. My replica sword and its sheath. Rooms were switched. Toolkits were opened. The room was so clean. Sayaka's wrist was broken. She had a dying message of 11037, or perhaps something else. The door frame was broken. The door knob was upside down, unscrewed. The nameplates have been switched. A kitchen knife is missing. Trash duty. The incinerator was on. There's a burned piece of shirt and a shadowed crystal ball. That's what we got so far. So, what am I thinking? Here's what I'm thinking. I'll run you through it before we walk in. I think it was Leon, the baseball guy. And he maybe wanted to kill me. Don't know about that for sure. And then he switched the nameplates after doing it to make it seem like maybe more it was me. But the upside down 11037 is pretty damning because it's Leon upside down. They just forgot the cross. But also, this is the big brain one. The gate was closed. So he must have used his baseball prowess to throw the crystal ball to turn the incinerator on. That's what I'm vibing with right now. Hey, no one's here.
Huh?
Oh wait, maybe I'm not supposed to be here because it's time for the thing. I'm supposed to be here because you would own a crystal ball. Hey hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. I gotta break for here. Snap out of it. What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell? I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually made of just glass and not crystal? Like, I totally duped me. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. But it's seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So can you say without a doubt that this belongs to you? Yeah, it's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball's been updated. Thanks, here. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. All right, then. Something in the laundry room is the next place to go. Yeah? I guess I've never been here, so let's go here. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. Thank you. All right, so into the laundry room now. Everything seems. Hey. There's magazines lying around, no help. Everything seems reasonable. Alright, I guess I didn't have to come in here. Yeah, we did all these things. I guess I could try the dining hall again. I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do right now.
Yeah, totally.
Thought it was kind of strange, and I suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning? Nope, last I remember they were all lined up and nice and neat. So when did you notice one of them disappeared?
Whoa.
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there, but when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glasses, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that it disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Awie's account has been added to the truth bullet section. That's pretty huge. Hey, by the way, did you really... I just proved it! What? Of course not, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, honestly, I have no idea. Ding dong bing bong! That was the last piece we needed!
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
I'm pretty hyped.
Then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
The gym, I would imagine.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh, it's his room we haven't been allowed to go
See you
into.
soon.
Oh, that's where I should go. No, that's where I have to go. Damn, I really just sprinted there, huh? It sounds kind of spooky. Is anyone not here yet? Wait just a minute. I saw what's this? Oh, yeah, this is probably where I am, right? All right, here we go. Here we go, baby. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of the Makoto crime. So they are really convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the
This is an
courtroom,
elevator?
where all your fates will be decided.
Oh, jeez.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
All right.
Got it.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% you're the culprit yet. Maybe you're just obviously leaning that way. No!
Well then.
I wanted to talk to people. I
Yes,
missed.
Indeed. Hey,
Are you scared? No, scare isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding the cases yourself. If you don't, you'll never come up to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Huge elevator. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school basement. I wonder if this is somehow a death row inmate feels when he finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Yo ho ho, you finally arrived. What did you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. Total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and we found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy to anyone to transfer their tension and unease to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh yeah, man, save him down. Is this gonna take a while? Pre-trial prep. Open the e-handbook. Go over the truth bullets. The file. Yeah. There was a struggle. The sword was open. There's gold coating on someone. The sheath had scratch marks on it as though from a defense. We traded rooms. Sayaka originally asked Monaco to switch with her. She became frightened. The place this had been placed in, because it remains unopened. There's no evidence of it having ever been used. All the other males claim they haven't used theirs either, but still. Not a single hair was found on the floor of the crime scene. The lint roller had been used. Her wrist was broken and her left index finger is blind. A dying message, 11037. I assumed Sayaka wrote these numbers on the wall against the dying. Bathroom frame. Difficult to open. The only two people who knew the trick was Makoto and Sayaka. Door frame had been unscrewed. The nameplates on the doors were apparently switched at some point. There's a knife missing from the kitchen room set. The knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come into the dining hall at any point she was there. Trash room is apparently a trash room in the school. It's blocked by a sturdy gate and can only be opened by the trash room key. The incinerator can be activated by a switch. It was on. Burned pieces of shirt. Shattered crystal ball. All right. Set skills. What the heck? What are these? All right, I think just send it. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Genius.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
I think that seems
What's
okay.
going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
If I get the option to kill someone, it's gonna be him.
But what about that other empty seat?
That's a good
There
point.
were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay.
That's interesting. There's gonna be a secret 16th character, I guess.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Send it. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. As things progress during the class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried in their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the Y button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. The Y button?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Okay, okay.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No!
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Blam! Huh, something was up about what was just said. Because the Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refuse someone's lies or contradiction, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice it? They represent a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Those weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of the person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward the argument by holding down the B button. Well then, good luck, have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered.
Yeah, and the murder took place
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
Alright, okay, I'm
the
ready.
killer must have taken her by surprise
I'm ready.
while she was in the bathroom.
I'm ready.
She didn't even have a chance.
BAM! Did I get it?
I assert that the
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, we know.
Help me. If you choose the wrong statement or truth bullet, you will take damage and influence your gauge reaches 0. That will end the case. Focus. How much gauge? What? Yeah. Oh, I have to load it?
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Load it. Wait. Oh my god. Alright, loading. Hold LB to open your truth cylinder. Then... What? If you quickly press LB, the truth bullet will automatically be loaded according to their order. Truth bullet flashback. If you target a weak spot and then hold the Y button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. These flashbacks bullets will... Okay. So, select. I select it.
It seems most likely that
I'm selecting it! Hold down LB to open your truth cylinder.
the killer must have taken
I'm
her by
trying!
surprise while she was in the
What am I
bathroom.
doing wrong?
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she didn't even have a chance to resist.
Fire! What am I doing wrong?
I assert...
Press to fire the truth bullet.
Yeah, we know that part already.
All right.
And the murder took place in
I'm ready.
In the
It's
bathroom.
loaded.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
I'm ready.
She didn't even have a chance to
Shoot! I did it!
No, that's wrong.
I guess timing is everything.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Yeah.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Yeah, she didn't go at the
So
scene.
what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Was a knife in the kitchen? Okay, that's the one.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Are y'all stupid? It's
So
like
the killer
blatantly.
used some random knife they had on him.
BAM!
How could anyone do something like
I
that?
shot!
Son of a bitch!
So what was used to kill her?
Why is it so
The
hard?
killer used some random knife.
Got him!
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Yeah, kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
Yeah, kitchen knife.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Absolutely right, Sakura.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
I don't think you need to look real close
so
at
the
all.
murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere. It's waiting for us to find it, but I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. You like to hear? Send them. You can concentrate by holding down the RB button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate, but the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck, have fun. Make my argument. Load it up.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining room.
Blam! Got her, first try.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Go ahead.
And say it all you want.
Come on, Togo. I thought we were friends a
What
little.
if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Yeah, she wanted to get some tea. I didn't go in.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Goddamn right.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay,
Then what about this?
I'm ready. What you got?
The idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other.
Hadn't considered that.
Idiot swimmer girl?
That, you know what? That was rude.
And more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
She makes a good point.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Great point.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Interesting.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Gotcha.
There's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Thank you, Monokuma.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Got
so
him.
I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Great question.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Great point.
I can.
Sakura can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't
Either
either
one
one
of-
of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those
Oh,
creepy videos.
okay.
I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her
Oh,
to
it was
stay over.
like little cute budding
Which
romance.
means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Proven by our Switch last night.
I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Oh, buddy.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Say it, Leon.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Huh? Did Sayaka get the knife?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Earth protection.
That's the only possibility.
Hmm.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yeah. Which then means if she had the knife, then the killer had the sword. So the gold hands thing could be
You may not
real.
have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it
Ah,
after all.
fudge.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send
Oh
us
my
all
God.
off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
I'm not that smart. Damn, I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna
Hold on.
die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
I would say,
Because
yeah.
You see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, You simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Thank you, Kyoko Kirigiri.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
The nameplate switch.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
I mean hair.
You
The
know
hair
what I'm
thing.
talking about, don't you?
Yeah, the hair. Your first Hangman's Gambit's about to begin? What does this mean? Yeah, absolutely. As things advance further into the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. This is the point. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters already known. It's a literal hangman. Okay. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and the Y button to shoot. Okay. Okay. If you shoot down the wrong letters, it will damage to my influence gauge. If this game reaches zeros, I will fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be a crucial point. It's hair, right? If we can't just figure out what that something is. Okay, hair. How many letters are you giving me? What am I working with? How much are you giving me? 4 letters. Hair. It's hair. I'm ready. H and A. I need R. I need it. Oh no, A first. A first. Then the R. Then the R. I got it. It's hair. I'm done. Lock it in.
Now I understand.
Ah!
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
There wasn't.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Got a point.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No.
Is that
If
really
that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Yeah.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
I love you, Kyoko.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Haha.
Sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yeah, I think we can.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Because I wouldn't have unscrewed the doorknob.
I'd like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The doorknob!
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Yeah.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm, because my door's
There
broken.
was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I do, it's the doorknob. The bathroom doorknob. Present the key item.
Got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Mm-hmm.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom.
It was completely broken. Completely.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
Yeah.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Well, I mean, no one knows about
Let's
the...
take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Absolutely tell me about them. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there are essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. You just bullet on the wrong one, not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone in the influence gauge. Yeah. Okay, I gotta rely on my own logic to determine what's a lie or contradiction. Oh my god! All right, what am I loading up? My bathroom door. My bathroom door is all fucky. I'm ready.
It took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah, it did.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That doesn't matter.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then the killer ran after her.
Sure.
And they got into the bathroom.
Okay.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Okay.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
That's the one!
And finally,
No!
the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you!
How do I fast forward again? B?
We already know the answer.
From the I know it's I missed
The
it.
incident took place in
Makoto's room. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the.
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
BAM! BAM!
And finally.
What the hell?
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer.
The incident took place in
Sayaka was
Okay,
first. She
okay.
then fled into the.
Then the killer ran, and they got into the
Bathroom.
At that point, the killer had
Because Sayaka had locked it.
BAM!
And finally.
I'm gonna freak out, man. Why is this so hard?
Know the answer. The incident took place. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the.
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back.
At that point, the killer had to because Sayaka had locked it.
BAM! BAM!
And finally, the culprit. It was you! We already know the answer.
I know!
The incident took place in the. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the.
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust because Sayaka had locked it.
BAM! Okay, so you shoot the words, not the people. Got it.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
That's correct.
Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
That is true.
Why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Mm-hmm.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup. True as true can be.
Yeah.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But
That's not important.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Uh-huh.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The switch nameplates. Or is it more in detail at the scene of the crime that they didn't know? They didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it!
Yeah, they didn't know.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Aha!
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door.
Exactly.
And they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Right.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Haha! That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
F off, you're stupid.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, it sounds bad.
Rules?
You really think that's a good idea?
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
For serious.
serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Yeah, Celeste, I agree.
As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Hit it, swim girl.
Oh, you.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Hey, maybe Aoi Asahaya. I wrote her name on my hand. I should remember it.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering,
Yo,
how did the
same.
culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
It's a great question.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
I agree.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Also correct.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Because we-
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds
No,
like
it's not
someone
like a-
doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't
It's
that
just
be it?
she said she wasn't gonna. That's all I got. There's no way Saya let someone in because switching rooms, right? It's gotta be this.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah, She said she wouldn't open the door. She said it.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
I guess I hadn't thought of that.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
I want to talk to you about just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, okay? Wait, what? There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room,
I
okay?
found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a
I
pencil.
checked the notepad!
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next
I
sheet
looked
of
at the
paper,
notepad
and
for
words.
specifically, and I didn't spot
When I
that.
saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Okay.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
Are you telling me that because she's a psychic, she knew someone was gonna try and kill me, and she was scared for me, and switched rooms to save me?
The note
She
was
sacrificed
likely
herself?
her way of getting in touch with
What?
a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so...
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
That's a
And
good question.
honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Absolutely, you freaking Transylvanian
Very
freak.
well then. Pay attention.
Oh, it was like, I knew they were gonna give me a gun. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Correct. There's nothing wrong with that statement.
The place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Yeah.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would
darn.
seem that way.
That one's actually on me. I missed that one. Yeah, the nameplates were switched, so I just gotta figure out where that.
Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah, I got no problem with that
But
statement.
in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
That also isn't an issue.
So if someone read that, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto.
No.
That's all I got. I think it's that one.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yeah.
Switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Yeah.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if someone did do what the note said,
This is gonna be a long
they would end up
episode.
at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Exactly.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Yeah.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
It was not.
Right? Okay, then.
So it must have been Sayaka. Oh my god.
I got it!
Sayaka switched the
Me
name.
and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates.
Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Agreed.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Dude, this is nuts.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Yeah.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Bro, my brain's melting.
That's where the answer lies.
Okay.
Then was probably whoever she invited over
Came
came
in.
in and
Attacked.
attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
The other option that isn't she heroically sacrificed herself for me. Oh my god, it's way more fucked up. Is that she's been playing me. She wasn't my friend. She wanted to switch rooms, invite someone over and kill them, and then blame it on me, but she lost the struggle. I hope it's the nice one.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
It was.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
Yeah.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Oh, those are the gold. The golds. There's gold on her wrists. Yeah, I'll present her wrists.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Yes.
See?
Is that gold?
Yeah, from the gold
It
sword.
Sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Interesting.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Tell me about them. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? Sorry, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets in your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet and the right weak spot. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage. I'll be to rotate the cylinder. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Replica sword, kitchen knife, sheath, sword, knife set. Ready.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Okay.
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Alright, I'm going for the sheath. And I'm going for the sword-based sneak attack.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Pew!
No, that's wrong.
Got him.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Agreed.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Wow, so I think it's the fucked up option. I think she attacked him.
Sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife...
Wow. Sayaka actually did this.
So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself.
Nah,
But
dude.
then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Neither do I.
How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands have no gold on them. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Because the gold would have.
You know that just by looking at her palms.
Like I said before,
The gold coating.
on that
Listen
sword
up,
comes right
swim
off.
girl.
all you have to do is touch it. In
Holy
fact,
crud.
If you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword
Yeah.
got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
True.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No way.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it?
No, come on,
because you think
Toko.
I'm ugly?
No, why would?
That's not it at all.
There's a certain regulation that talks. Oh yeah, water. The water was off.
I got it.
I forgot the water turns off at
According to
nighttime.
the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh, that's kind of gross.
My.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Which means Sayaka attacked first.
If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it!
Oh my goodness, man.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Mm-hmm.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Yeah, fuck, dude. What a
She
twist.
took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Yep.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted
Was
to
to
switch
blame me.
rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That's so messed up.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
Mm-hmm.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
Yep.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
I hate to agree with
I'm
them,
sure
but
Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I mean, rude, but she's got a point.
You're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
There's no...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it!
We're working on it.
Awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time.
There's the clock!
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate
This
on
is so
figuring out
messed
the answer
up.
to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out the killer, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true. Dying message. I'm ready.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
I mean, we got one.
still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Bro, even I can see the little smudge that goes this way.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah, her left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Yup.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
I asked her already, she doesn't know.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
There isn't, it's...
Of course.
They're not numbers, yeah!
Numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little Grace.
Oh gee, it's all starting to come together.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
I do know, though.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Yeah, I get F'd. Rotate it. Are they gonna do it for me?
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Do you have eyes, guys? Where is he? There he is.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Yeah.
If you turn the message around,
Yeah.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-n.
Or more accurately.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
I don't know, that's the route I would have gone, buddy.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
L-E... Yeah, no, that's exactly what would happen.
That sounds
You'd
like
have to,
one hell
it'd be
of a
very
stretch to me.
difficult to...
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yep, his shirt. Shirt, baby. Send that shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
But the way you incinerated it with a fastball down the middle.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, man, we gotta talk about the... well, I guess where, right? Where was I talking about? The trash room incinerator? How the fuck is that supposed to make anything clear? No, what do you mean? That felt important, because it was... I guess how? My bad. I meant how, I guess. It's definitely not when, it's how.
If you look closely at how...
At least now we know when we mess something up, there's no voice
you
acting.
should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to... Yep, mm-hmm. Here we go. The crystal ball fastball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
That's correct.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
That's the one.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
A broken ball.
Some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
Kill how to use the grass ball. Dude, you throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. It's definitely off.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Exactly.
Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at
He's a
least
baseball
30
player.
feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yeah,
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
bro, you're the ultimate baseball player.
I don't think so. Because the killer is...
You're the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Exactly.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it?
Okay,
Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
You
And
got
with
it.
that, we can end this.
You got it.
Me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
Sorry, buddy.
Now here's what happened.
Closing argument. Yeah, tell me about the closing argument. Every case has one last element to bring the case trial to a closing argument. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press A, holy cow, you'll get a hint. Very cool. Okay, here we go. So, oh, we're reading, is this anime style? We're going this way? Okay, so then this would go here. Then this would go here. And then this would go here. And then wait a minute. This is not everything, clearly. All right. Let's go all the way down here. That goes there. This goes here. Oh, there's more. I feel a fool. Let's take it from the top, shall we? So she got cronked in the wrists, dropped the knife. She's now hiding in the bathroom. Hold on, I messed something up here. Replace that. Wait. Okay, so wrong room. Hey, what's up? You wanna smash? Oh, go for stab move. That guy saw the sheath. She goes with the stab, he blocks it. He goes for the thing, wrist's broken. That's definitely the dropping of a knife there. But perhaps use a screwdriver. He stabbed her. She'd already written the thing, so it's gotta go here. Cleaned up, crystal ball. I just want to make sure so you don't even have to use all of these. Like, that one doesn't do anything for us. All right. Send it?
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
You got it.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Correct.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Uh-huh.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for.
Yeah.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Yep.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Mm-hmm. Ah, crap.
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Yes.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
No, he could not.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
Mm-hmm.
and stabbed Sayaka.
Yep.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Yep.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
Mm-hmm.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Yep.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Mm-hmm.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Correct.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Mm-hmm.
So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Mm-hmm.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
Yes, it did.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Bada boom!
Isn't that right, Leon?
Dang, here I was thinking Leon was gonna be a main character.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of
I have
that
more evidence. Yeah, tell me about the bullet time battle. How is there more? Sometimes during Clash Royale, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements. It's time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo maker as they move across the stream and reach the center. Press the A button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy a statement you've locked on with the Y button as the tempo maker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively when you'll start a combo. Keep it up, keep the tempo going. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. This seems very difficult. Deal enough damage to your opponent in their weak spot, it will appear. At that point, you can press the Y button to shoot the truth bullet. Fuse their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence hits 0, you fail. Okay.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Okay, here we go. Some kind of like dance rhythm.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
Okay, I kind of see how this works.
You lie. Shut up.
I cannot see if I am doing well because
You kidding me?
I cannot look up at his life.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking.
I got him. Final strike, Y.
Where's your proof?
Blam!
This should prove it.
That wasn't too bad.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
I
wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
Probably a screwdriver.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Yes. So he had to run and get his own.
Then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oof.
So, you have no rebuttal?
I do feel a little bad for him because, like, he was attacked.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oof. Dude's getting all melty. Straight A's, baby! I'll take it. Get some money.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
No, I would not.
Okay, then let's get excited!
Whoa.
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm just gonna vote for like some rando. Oh, I guess I don't actually have to vote. All right. Looks like we got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a
bitch, what the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. It was kill or be killed.
That's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and he'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance I would end up like
I
this.
was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You don't think they just accept my death, do you? Everything's becoming clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about it, honestly, it'd be better off if we'd been wrong, because if we came up with really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was there, the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else was her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunge at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyogo lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was close. I thought you were gonna have to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
You didn't have a choice, I had to kill her. Yeah, that's it. I was protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room, and you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It's not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder. No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, weren't you? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, but because the one to blame is him. So, if it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, here's what happens. There's something more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people that, the sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to whatever everyone's been waiting for. The punishment! I'm begging you, please don't do this.
Don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
Oh, they have personalized punishments?
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got!
I'm terrified. This is such a long episode, so sorry for that, but also like, damn.
No!
Here we go. Oh, it's a whole cutscene. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my goodness, here we go. What's it gonna be? All right. He was pulled. Oh Jesus. Into a baseball stadium. Oh, it's a pitching machine. Oh, they're gonna just like, oh, Jiminy Crickets. Jesus. I mean, I don't know how fast they're going, but I guess enough to kill them. Oh my God. It's very messed up. Yikes. I mean, yeah, he was just brutally murdered in front of us. That's pretty messed up. Oof. Well. Whew. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Wow, wow, wow. What's going on?
I can't
take this anymore. We really have to keep on doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that plan. Poo-hoo, wahaha, wahaha.
Damn you.
Man, F you. Why the F are you doing all this, you evil peepa poopy poopy evil? It sounds like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type guy. Or in this case, dark, awful, secret society type bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. It just doesn't, I don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying, what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Hoo-hoo, you must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of this world. Being trapped in here, this place is insane. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before. Anyway, let's get the lock in. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some fun for later. Wahahaha. And just like that, he was gone. He left us overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Woo! Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all scared. Scared of being alone. Dot. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone. Their voices were dread. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Mikado, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You want me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
True.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you, that fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't answer, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free from a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road? Well, I have high expectations for you. As you said that, she revealed the small smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Just kidding. I have pretty good intuition, though. I hit him with the Sayaka joke. We did it! We finished a whole ass chapter. Woo! Yeah. L. F. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've hit a point. Oh, we've received despair bet. Yes, I would like to save. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're calling it for today. Very, very long episode. Hopefully you stuck around because the class trial was insane, though. I guess, I can either, going forward, if this was too long for you, if this was too long, let me know in this, the comments. I could try and find a place in the trials to cut them. But I think as long as everyone's cool with it, the class trial episodes are just going to be this long. Because, I mean, only 10 minutes of it wasn't the trial. So, that was a lot of fun. This game's awesome. I think we finally seen what it's all about. Poor Leon. Poor Sayaka. And, of course, pour one out for Junko. And, yeah. Until next time, I've been Wonder Bear, you've been you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.